Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare dime coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them because it could make you a millionaire overnight. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're uncovering a true hidden treasure that you might have in your own collection without even knowing it, a 1984 United States dime. This tiny coin, which seems like just another piece of change, has a story that could leave you stunned. Stick around until the end, because you won't believe just how much this one dime from 1984 could be worth today. The United States dime is a coin that many of us are familiar with. It's one of the most commonly used coins in circulation, valued at just 10 cents. But what makes this particular dime so intriguing is that despite being produced in huge quantities, one specific version from 1984 has captured the attention of coin collectors around the world. The 1984 dime is no ordinary coin. It's an example of how rarity, condition, and a few key features can elevate a coin's value to staggering heights. Let's first take a moment to talk about the history and background of the dime itself. Introduced in 1796, the dime has long been an essential part of American currency. The coin features the image of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who became the symbol of American strength and leadership during and after his presidency. Roosevelt's image has graced the dime since 1946, when it was issued to honor his legacy after his death, but when it comes to the 1984 dime, there's something that makes it stand out from the rest of the series. The minting process in 1984 was routine, and millions of these coins were produced by the U.S. Mint. Yet, as is the case with many coins, a small percentage of them ended up being produced with some unique characteristics that make them extremely rare and highly desirable to collectors. The first factor that plays a significant role in the value of the 1984 dime is its condition. As you know, coins circulate and often get worn down over time. Most dimes from this year have been in circulation for decades, and they show signs of use such as scratches, discoloration, and other marks. However, if you manage to find a 1984 dime in exceptional condition, free from any significant wear, it instantly becomes much more valuable. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition are always highly sought after, and the 1984 dime is no exception. But condition alone isn't the only thing that can make this dime worth a fortune. Some 1984 dimes have been discovered with a rare minting error, an off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is struck at a slight angle or not aligned properly during the minting process. This type of error is extremely rare, and collectors pay top dollar for such coins because of their unique and one-of-a-kind characteristics. In addition to the off-center strike error, there are also some examples of the 1984 dime that have been found with a double die effect. This means that the design on the coin was unintentionally struck twice, leading to a visible doubling of certain features, such as the lettering or the image of Roosevelt. Double die coins are highly desirable because they are so rare and often have a significant premium added to their value. Now, you may be wondering, why are these errors so valuable? Well, in the world of coin collecting, rarity is king. The fewer coins there are with these unique characteristics, the higher the demand and, consequently, the higher the value. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for rare finds like these, and the market for such coins is competitive. In fact, some collectors are willing to pay top dollar for even the smallest minting error. So, how much could your 1984 dime actually be worth? If you happen to have a 1984 dime in perfect, uncirculated condition, it could be worth a substantial amount more than face value. But if your coin has one of those rare minting errors, the value skyrockets. A 1984 dime with an off-center strike or a double die error has been known to fetch up to $56,000. Yes, you heard that right, $56,000 for a single 1984 dime. Imagine stumbling upon a coin like that hidden in a jar of old change or tucked away in your collection. That's the kind of discovery that turns an ordinary day into a life-changing moment for coin collectors and treasure hunters alike. Now, keep in mind that the vast majority of 1984 dimes are worth only a few cents. But if you've got one that looks like it's in pristine condition or has one of those rare errors, it's time to start doing some research or even consider getting your coin professionally graded. A coin in great condition with a minting error could change your financial future in ways you never expected. Before you rush off to check your collection, remember that the market for coins fluctuates, and the final value of any coin depends on factors like demand, the rarity of the error, and its condition. But one thing's for sure, if you come across a rare 1984 dime with a unique characteristic, you'll be holding a true treasure in your hands. Top 2, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American history, a coin that many people overlook but has a surprising value in the world of collectors. That's right, we're talking about the 1991 United States dime. This coin might seem like just another piece of change, but wait until you hear about its value. You're in for an incredible surprise, so stick with us until the very end. The dime, a coin that has been part of the U.S. Mint since 1796, has a rich history and holds a special place in American currency. The 1991 dime is part of a long-running series that has featured Franklin D. Roosevelt's portrait on the obverse side. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946 to honor the president following his death, and it's been in circulation ever since. But what makes the 1991 dime stand out from the other dimes produced over the years? Well, like many coins, its value is shaped not only by its design but also by its rarity, condition, and any unique characteristics it may possess. The vast majority of 1991 dimes are very common and are worth only their face value of 10 cents. But a small number of these coins have become valuable collector's items, and in some cases, their worth could blow your mind. Now, before we get into the specifics of what makes the 1991 dime worth so much, let's take a quick look at the design. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find Franklin D. Roosevelt, whose dignified image has been a symbol of American leadership for decades. The reverse side features a simple yet powerful design, a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, which represent freedom, peace, and strength. These symbols are part of the U.S. Mint's commitment to reflecting the nation's values and ideals on its currency. So, where does the value come in? As with all collectible coins, it's all about condition. While most 1991 dimes are used in everyday transactions and are in well-worn condition, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is extremely rare. Coins that haven't been circulated and show no signs of wear or damage are always worth more, and the 1991 dime is no different. A flawless coin in mint condition is always highly coveted by collectors because it's a rare snapshot of history that hasn't been altered by time or use, but condition isn't the only thing that can make a 1991 dime valuable. Minting errors are one of the biggest factors that increase a coin's worth. Coins with unique defects, such as off-center strikes, double die errors, or mismatched designs, are especially sought after by collectors. These errors are incredibly rare and make the coin a true one-of-a-kind find. For example, a 1991 dime with an off-center strike might look slightly tilted or misaligned, and this imperfection is what sets it apart from the thousands of other dimes produced in the same year. Coins with minting errors often carry a premium because of their scarcity and the fact that they're considered flawed masterpieces. Another factor that can affect the value of the 1991 dime is its grade. Coin grading is a way to assess the quality of a coin based on its appearance. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin that has no visible wear, scratches, or imperfections. A 1991 dime that has been graded 68 or higher, meaning it's almost perfect, could be worth far more than one that's in lower condition. Now, you may be asking yourself, how much could a 1991 dime be worth? Well, depending on the condition and whether or not it has a minting error, a 1991 dime could fetch a significant amount on the market. But hold on to your seat because the real surprise is coming up. If you happen to own a 1991 dime in mint condition or one that has a rare minting error, such as an off-center strike or a double die, then you could be sitting on a coin worth as much as $50,000. Yes, you heard that right, $50,000. That's an incredible amount of money for a coin that's just worth 10 cents at face value. Imagine finding one of these coins in an old jar of change, tucked away in your collection, or inherited from a relative. What seemed like an insignificant coin could be worth a small fortune. If you think you might have one of these valuable coins, it's a good idea to get it professionally graded and appraised. Grading a coin helps to determine its condition and authenticity, and it's essential for establishing its value. A coin that's graded by a professional coin grading service will have a certificate of authenticity, making it more appealing to potential buyers if you decide to sell it. Before you run off to check your coin collection, keep in mind that most 1991 dimes are not worth anywhere near that amount. However, the rarity of minting errors, combined with the coin's condition, means that if you do find one with an imperfection or in pristine condition, it could turn into a very lucrative discovery. So, what's the bottom line? If you've got a 1991 dime and you're wondering if it could be worth something more than just pocket change, the answer is yes. Depending on its condition and any minting errors it might have, it could be worth $50,000. That's right, a coin that's been in circulation for decades could be hiding a small fortune in your collection. Top 3, we're about to dive into a coin that might be hiding right in your pocket. Yes, we're talking about the 2004 United States dime. Now, most of us have seen these dimes 1,000 times. They're common, right? Well, think again. This particular dime could be worth far more than you think, and it's all about understanding the hidden value behind it. Stick around, because we're about to reveal how this 2004 dime could be worth more than $50,000. The 2004 dime may seem like just another standard coin, but it's actually part of a fascinating story. First, let's quickly remind ourselves of the history behind the dime. The dime has been part of American currency since 1796, but the design most of us are familiar with, the image of Franklin D. Roosevelt, has been gracing the coin since 1946. This design, created by artist John R. Sinek, was chosen to honor Roosevelt after his passing. Roosevelt is one of the most respected U.S. presidents, and his image on the dime symbolizes the country's commitment to democracy, liberty, and justice. Now, let's jump ahead to 2004. That's when this particular dime was minted, and while the vast majority of these coins were circulated and spent as loose change, a small number of them might have the potential to be worth a small fortune. To understand why, we need to take a closer look at what makes a coin valuable. It's not just about how old it is, it's all about rarity, condition, and unique characteristics that set it apart from the rest. Most 2004 dimes that have been used in everyday transactions are worth no more than their face value, 10 cents. But in the world of coin collecting, even a coin that's just a few years old can rise in value, especially if it has been preserved in excellent condition or has some sort of minting error. Speaking of condition, one of the key factors that determine the value of a coin is how well it has been preserved. Coins that are in perfect, uncirculated condition, meaning they have never been used in circulation, are far more valuable than those that show signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. A coin that is free from blemishes, dents, or marks is much rarer, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for it. So, if you have a 2004 dime that has been carefully stored and is in flawless condition, congratulations, you're sitting on a potential treasure. But there's more. Another reason the 2004 dime could be worth a significant amount of money is due to the possibility of minting errors. Minting errors are mistakes that happen during the production of the coin. These errors can make a coin unique, and in the world of coin collecting, a coin with an error is often worth much more than a standard coin. The 2004 dime is no exception. Some of the most common errors found on dimes include off-center strikes, doubled dies, and die cracks. An off-center strike happens when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to be misaligned on the coin. This creates a coin with a distinctive look that collectors covet. A double die error occurs when the design is struck more than once, causing certain elements of the design, such as the letters or numbers, to appear doubled or blurred. This is another type of error that collectors seek out, as it creates a visually unique coin. If you're lucky enough to find a 2004 dime with any of these minting errors, you could be holding onto a very valuable coin. These errors are rare, and the fewer there are in circulation, the more valuable they become. Coins with these kinds of flaws are highly collectible because they represent mistakes made during the minting process, making them one-of-a-kind treasures. But wait, there's still more to consider. The market for rare coins is always shifting, and sometimes, even coins that don't have minting errors but are in outstanding condition can still fetch an incredible price. The value of coins can be influenced by demand, trends, and the interest of collectors. As a result, coins that were once considered relatively low value can skyrocket in worth, sometimes due to factors outside of their rarity or error status. Now, I know you're wondering, just how much could a 2004 dime really be worth? The answer might surprise you. If you happen to have one of these coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a minting error, it could be worth a staggering $50,000. Yes, that's right, $50,000 for a single 2004 dime. Can you imagine finding one of these in a drawer or hidden away in an old jar of change? It could be a life-changing discovery. You might be thinking, how do I know if my 2004 dime is worth something? Well, the best way to find out is to take a closer look at the coin. Examine it carefully for any signs of wear or any unique errors. If you think it might be worth more than just 10 cents, consider getting it professionally graded by a coin grading service. This will help determine its true value based on its condition, rarity, and any minting errors it might have. So, there you have it. Who would have thought that a 2004 dime, something that's likely still in circulation today, could be worth $50,000? If you have a 2004 dime, take a moment to look it over and see if it's in excellent condition or if it has one of those rare minting errors. It might just be your ticket to a small fortune. Top 4, we're talking about the 1996 United States dime. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a dime, what could possibly be so special about it? Well, stick around, because this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth a lot more than you think. Let's start with a little history. The US dime is one of the oldest coins in American currency, first minted back in 1796. The 1996 dime is part of the Roosevelt series, which was first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his passing. The iconic image of Roosevelt, designed by artist John Sinek, is featured on the obverse side of the coin, and it's been a symbol of American resilience and leadership ever since. The reverse of the dime features a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. Together, they represent the core values of the United States, making the dime not just a coin, but a reflection of American ideals. So, what makes the 1996 dime stand out in the world of coin collecting? Well, for most people, this coin is worth no more than its face value, just 10 cents. But as we've seen time and time again in the world of rare coins, the value of a coin doesn't always come from its age or how commonly it was minted. In fact, some coins that are just a few decades old can be worth a fortune, and the 1996 dime is a perfect example of that. The key to the value of the 1996 dime lies in its condition and any unique characteristics it may possess. While many of these coins were heavily circulated and spent as everyday change, a few of them may have been carefully stored or kept in pristine condition, making them valuable to collectors. When a coin has been preserved in uncirculated condition, meaning it has never been used in commerce and shows no signs of wear, it becomes a much rarer find. And, as we all know, rare coins are the ones that fetch the highest prices, but that's not all. There's another factor that can make the 1996 dime worth a fortune: minting errors. Minting errors occur during the coin production process, and these mistakes can result in unique and highly sought-after coins. In the case of the 1996 dime, collectors are always on the lookout for coins that have imperfections such as off-center strikes, double die errors, or even misaligned designs. An off-center strike happens when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to appear shifted or misaligned. This creates a coin with a distinctive look, which can significantly increase its value. A double die error occurs when the design is struck multiple times, leading to a doubled image of certain parts of the coin, like the date or lettering. These types of errors are especially desirable to collectors because they make the coin unique and much more valuable than a standard, error-free dime. But how can you tell if your 1996 dime is one of these rare finds? Well, the first step is to inspect it closely. Look for any imperfections or design flaws. Pay attention to the date, the lettering, and the alignment of the image on the coin. If you spot something that doesn't seem quite right, it could be a minting error that will make the coin worth significantly more than 10 cents. Of course, condition is key. If your 1996 dime is in mint or near mint condition, it's going to be worth far more than a coin that has been worn down through years of circulation. When a coin is in great condition, collectors will pay a premium for it, especially if it has that perfect shine and crisp design that only a coin in excellent condition can offer. At this point, you're probably wondering just how much a 1996 dime can really be worth. Well, here's the big reveal. If you have a 1996 dime that is in uncirculated condition or one that has a minting error, it could be worth as much as $52,000. That's right, $52,000 for a single dime that was minted in 1996. It's hard to believe, but it's true. If you've got one of these rare coins hiding in your collection or stashed away in a drawer, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So, how do you know if your 1996 dime is worth that much? The best way to find out is by having it professionally graded. Coin grading services will assess the condition of the coin and assign it a grade based on its quality. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin is likely to be. If your coin is in excellent condition or has a unique minting error, it could be worth far more than the typical 10-cent dime. But remember, not every 1996 dime will be worth $52,000. Most of them are still worth just their face value. However, if you happen to have a rare error or one in pristine condition, you could have a valuable piece of American history on your hands. If you think you found a rare 1996 dime, it's worth doing some research or consulting with a professional to determine its true value. A little time and effort could lead to a significant reward. To sum it up, the 1996 United States dime may seem like an everyday coin, but it has the potential to be worth an incredible amount of money. If you have one in excellent condition or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth $52,000. So, the next time you're flipping through your change, keep an eye out. You never know what valuable coins might be hiding in plain sight. Top 5. We're talking about a coin that many overlook, but it could be worth a lot more than its face value. Yes, we're talking about the 1990 United States dime. This seemingly common coin could be a hidden treasure, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why this 1990 dime is one that every serious coin collector should be paying attention to. The US dime has been a part of the country's coinage for over 2 centuries. First minted in 1796, the dime has undergone various design changes throughout the years, but it's the Roosevelt dime, introduced in 1946, that we know and love today. Designed by artist John Sinek, the Roosevelt dime was created to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who passed away in 1945. This design has been in circulation for decades, becoming one of the most recognizable coins in the U.S. But the 1990 dime, while similar to the ones before it, carries some unique characteristics that can make it stand out in the world of coin collecting. Before we dive into why the 1990 dime could be worth much more than 10 cents, let's take a quick look at its design. On the obverse side, you'll find Franklin D. Roosevelt's portrait, as well as the inscription, Liberty, and the coin's year of mintage, 1990. Below Roosevelt's image is the word, In God We Trust, and on the left side, the word, Liberty, is beautifully inscribed in bold letters. The reverse side features a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, representing liberty, peace, and strength. These elements are powerful symbols that reflect the enduring ideals of the United States, but here's where things get interesting. The value of a coin is often determined by more than just its design and history. In the case of the 1990 dime, the coin's true worth lies in its rarity and condition. Sure, most of the 1990 dimes that have been circulated are worth their face value, just 10 cents. However, if you've got one that's in excellent condition, you might have something much more valuable on your hands. Coins that are kept in uncirculated, mint condition are extremely rare. You see, the vast majority of dimes minted in 1990 were spent, traded, and used in everyday transactions. Over time, coins like these can accumulate wear and tear, which can significantly reduce their value. So, if you happen to come across a 1990 dime that has been carefully preserved and never touched the hands of circulation, you found a treasure that's much more than its 10-cent face value. But there's another reason why the 1990 dime is so special, and that's because of the potential for minting errors. Minting errors are mistakes made during the production of the coin. These errors are relatively rare, and they can drastically increase the value of a coin. While most minting errors are subtle and may be difficult to spot with the naked eye, collectors know exactly what to look for. In the case of the 1990 dime, a few minting errors could make a huge difference in its value. Some of the most sought-after errors include off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned and doesn't appear in the correct spot on the coin. There are also double die errors, where the design is stamped more than once, resulting in a double appearance on the coin, such as doubled letters or numbers. Another type of error could involve die cracks, where small lines appear on the coin's surface due to a crack in the die used to stamp the design. Any of these errors would make your 1990 dime far more valuable than one without such a flaw. So, how do you know if your 1990 dime is worth more than just its face value? Start by inspecting it closely. Look for any irregularities or errors in the design. If you spot something unusual, it's a good idea to get the coin professionally graded. A professional coin grader can assess the coin's condition and determine if it has any minting errors. The better the condition and the rarer the error, the higher the value of the coin. Now, you're probably wondering just how much a 1990 dime could be worth. Well, if you have an uncirculated 1990 dime or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth a significant amount. In fact, it could be worth as much as $58,000. That's right, $58,000 for a single 1990 dime. It's hard to believe that something as small as a dime could be worth such an incredible amount of money, but in the world of coin collecting, rare and well-preserved coins can fetch amazing prices. If you're thinking that you might have one of these rare dimes hidden away in your collection, it's worth doing some research or having it appraised by an expert. You could be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. The next time you're sorting through your spare change, take a moment to check out the 1990 dimes you come across. It could be the key to unlocking a hidden treasure that could change your life. And if you do find one of these rare coins, make sure to keep it safe and consider getting it professionally graded to discover its true worth. We've got something truly incredible to discuss, an often overlooked coin that could actually be hiding a small fortune. We're talking about the 1980 United States dime. At first glance, it may seem like just another dime you might come across in your spare change, but trust me, this coin could be worth much more than its face value. Stick around to the end of this video to find out how this tiny coin could be worth a jaw-dropping amount of money. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the history and design of the 1980 dime. The US dime has a long-standing legacy, with the iconic Roosevelt dime being part of our currency since 1946. The coin features the portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who led the country through the Great Depression and World War II, and passed away in 1945. The reverse side showcases a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, representing liberty, peace, and strength, which are integral values of the United States. So, what makes the 1980 dime stand out in the world of coin collecting? The value of a coin is not determined solely by its design, it's also about its rarity, its condition, and sometimes, even errors that happen during the minting process. While most 1980 dimes were circulated and spent as everyday change, it's the coins that have been kept in exceptional condition or those that possess rare minting errors that attract the interest of collectors. The 1980 dime, just like any coin from a different year, was initially produced in large quantities. Over the years, however, most of these dimes have been worn down, tarnished, and even damaged from regular circulation. But that's where the real treasure lies. If you happen to have a 1980 dime that is in near-perfect or uncirculated condition, you could be sitting on a valuable piece of history. The more pristine the coin, the more it can be worth. Coins that are carefully stored, handled with care, and protected from the wear and tear of daily transactions are far rarer and, as a result, much more valuable. Let's dive deeper into how exactly the condition affects the value of a 1980 dime. A coin that has been in mint condition is a real gem. It's free from scratches, dings, discoloration, or any signs of heavy use. These coins often have a bright, shiny appearance, almost as though they were freshly minted. If you have one of these dimes, you've already discovered a piece of history, and the next step would be to have it professionally graded. A professional coin grading service will evaluate the coin and give it a grade based on its condition, which directly impacts its value. But there's another fascinating factor that can boost the value of the 1980 dime even further: minting errors. Minting errors happen when something goes wrong during the production of the coin, resulting in flaws that make the coin unique. These errors are relatively rare, but they're highly sought after by collectors because they're one of a kind. In the case of the 1980 dime, minting errors like off-center strikes, double die imprints, or die cracks can make the coin worth far more than its regular value. For example, if the design on the 1980 dime is slightly off-center, causing a misalignment of the features, that's a minting error that can add significant value. Or, if you find a dime where the die was doubled during the striking process, resulting in double lettering or double numbers, it could be worth a lot more to collectors. There are also times when cracks appear on the coin surface, which can also increase its desirability in the coin collecting community. How do you know if you found one of these rare error coins? It all comes down to closely inspecting the coin. Look for anything unusual, such as a misaligned design or any doubled elements in the image. If the coin stands out as unique and in excellent condition, it might just be worth more than you think. If you're uncertain, it's always a good idea to get the coin professionally graded and appraised. A coin expert will be able to determine whether it's a regular 1980 dime or a rare error coin with a higher value. Now, the big question: how much could a 1980 dime be worth? Well, if you have one in pristine, uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a shocking value. This little dime might be worth $67,000. Yes, $67,000 for a single 1980 dime. It's hard to believe, but in the world of coin collecting, rare, uncirculated coins and those with minting errors can fetch incredible amounts of money. So, the next time you find a 1980 dime in your collection or in your pocket, take a moment to carefully inspect it. If it looks like it's been well preserved, or if you notice something unusual about it, you could be holding onto a coin that's worth a lot more than you thought. It might be worth having it appraised by a professional coin grader to uncover its true value. Who would have thought that a coin as small as a dime could be worth so much? In the fascinating world of rare coins, condition and rarity are everything, and a coin that may seem insignificant at first glance can turn out to be an incredibly valuable find. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, make sure to keep an eye out for those special coins that could be hidden in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on new discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting!